Friday Night Glory, Kenny Matthews here at Newman Smith, my buddy Roger and I. Always nice to come back home, and I'm here with Wyatt. Man, it's got to be exciting knowing that 2 weeks from today, man, it's your first game, man. Can you talk about the offseason?
The offseason, we grinded. Coach had us in the weight room, everybody picking up gains, everybody getting faster, stronger, and now that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, Coach, I talked to him a few times this summer, and he thought the participation was pretty good this year for the summer program. Could he talk about maybe somehow some of the upperclassmen held some people accountable to make sure they got in here and put it into work?
As we had a lot of teamwork, people picking other people up, everybody make sure they here, working out, chilling with each other, getting team bonding.
I think that people don't realize that the offseason is about that team bonding because you got to make sure everybody's got your back during the regular season. You just can't show up and play games. Can you talk about the unity of this team? Do you think you guys are much closer now than you were, say, back last March?
I think we're much closer. Trade numbers, texting, weekends, getting together, going out to eat, chilling at each other's houses. So I think we could do much better.
For this upcoming season, I know we talked a little bit about trying to change the dynamic, the culture around here in Newman Smith. What do you think you need to do to get better as a football team, and what do you think in the next couple of weeks Newman Smith football team needs to do to get better?
I think just grind it out. We've been stacking practices, looking real good, defense looking good, offense looking good, putting plays together, people coming together. I think we started strong, we got to finish strong.
Got to be pretty excited come Thursday to get to hit somebody else.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm real excited.
Lebanon Trail next week. First time you get to go up against somebody else. Little game planning. Won't be too much game planning. Do you think that what's the focus for you guys is to maybe kind of play mistake-free football then next week?
Yes, sir. Minimize our mistakes and try to execute. That's the main points of scrimmage. You're trying to execute, make sure we're getting ready for the game. I'm
here with defensive back Sanjay Jones, and, man, it's first week of practice. Get to kind of hit a little bit the last couple of days. Man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. The team is excited, so we're ready for this season to start out.
I love the enthusiasm at the beginning of the year for all the, the teams coming out here and getting on their work from the summer and everything. I sense a different element this year. It seems like you guys are a lot more confident. Seems like you guys got a lot more team unity. Do you kind of sense that yourself?
Yeah, I sense that we got a lot of young guys that are, ready to go out there and put out work. They see the older seniors and stuff, so I think this is a better year than what we had last year, and we got a lot of really confident players this year.
And it seems like you guys are buying into the hard work here and having people accountable. You think that that's kind of helped you guys this summer also?
It helps a lot, especially within offensive, keeping the ball tight, not hopping off sides, So it's all about discipline, and Coach Ressa has been keeping us in line with that.
Man, watch a little bit of the scrimmage y'all had out here today. Seems like you guys are flying to the ball. Is that kind of nice to be able to be in that attack mode a little bit instead of the react mode?
It's a good feeling. I'm telling you, the team is excited and they're ready to go. This year is very special for us this year.
Man, Thursday can't get here soon enough, can it?
I can't wait. The team can't wait.
Get to play against Lebanon Trail. What is the number one goal you want for you personally, and what do you think is the number one team goal for you to accomplish in that game on Thursday?
For me personally, I just want to, make sure everybody's good. Take care of my teammates first, and then I worry about me. But everybody should have their jobs good, and I think it should be a pretty good, get our first win and then continue on.
You alluded a little bit earlier about the younger guys. You got a lot of young guys here. Do you feel like that they're looking up to you to show how to do things right and how Newman Smith football should be now?
For sure. They definitely look up to a lot of older guys, and whenever we're in the weight room or lifting a lot, they're just like, I want to lift as much. So we got a lot of guys that's willing to push themselves and do hard work ethic.
Man, it's here 2 weeks from today. It's going to be your first game out at Standridge. Can you talk about how that kind of correlates with all the hard work you've had in the offseason to finally know that, man, 2 weeks from now we're going to be actually playing real games?
All that work put onto the field, it's just there for us. You got to execute, you got to be ready to go. So when it's time to play, you got to get your mind right and focused. So in that locker room, you got to be ready to go.
Douglas Hill, and, man, how does it feel just to be out there playing again, man?
Man, I feel excellent, man. First year on varsity, got to put on the show. My teammates, man, we coming along good.
I got to speak to you at the end of last year, right before basketball season started, and Paul was trying to say, I got to get this guy focused, ready to play. You had the injury in the summer. I said, how do you feel? You feel like you're 100% now?
100%. I was 100% even when it happened. I was still playing on it, But yeah, I'm clearing everything now. Everything doing good.
Did it give you a little bit of a scare at first?
Yeah, that scared me. I ain't know what was wrong with it. It got real fat, real big. I ain't know.
For you guys, it seems like there's a lot of excitement in the air about this season coming here, a lot of confidence. It seems like you guys have really come around as a team. Can you talk about just coming together and getting that glue factor and trying to get that pride back in Newman Smith football?
All right, so really it start with the line. If you ain't got a line, man, then it's not going to go. But, yeah, our linemen, they getting in shape. We all getting in shape. My running back, Corey, getting in shape. Triple option is looking good.
How excited are you ready to hit the Lebanon Trail next week?
Oh, yeah. Them Coach Ressa people, so you ready to whoop them.
I was about to say, it's a little extra incentive to beat Lebanon Trail there with a couple of his siblings on the other side.
Exactly, yeah. Them as kids, we got to go over there and do that.
For the upcoming season, what is your personal goal for this upcoming season? Why don't you give me one team goal?
All right, personal goal really is just to get my arm better. That's really running wise is okay, but my throwing, I need to get that better. And team goal, shoot, make it to playoffs. That one.
That's what I like hearing. People don't realize being in the quarterback position, it's such a fundamental position. Do you find yourself doing a lot of shadow things, fundamentals, to make sure you get your body right? Because, I mean, that's the key in here to be an accurate thrower, isn't it?
It all starts with warming up. You got to have a good routine every time you warm up. Stretching the arm out, getting a good stretches in. Your upper body mean a lot.
Are you counting the days here 2 weeks from the day that you'll be on that football field, the Standards?
Man, I'm counting them days down. 2 weeks.
Roger, the cameraman, a couple of Newman Smith alums, and we're here with our fellow classmate, Coach Ressa, 13th year at Newman Smith, head man in charge. Wow. Been through them all with you, buddy. It's been nice. Yes, it's nice to come out here and start this off. Also here with wide receiver, outside linebacker, Kameron Harris. And, boy, Paul, it just seems like there's a different air to this group here. I know it's just temporary, but I mean, it just seems like the guys are buying into the hard work and they're coming out here and doing it. It sounds like accountability's been a lot better this year also.
No doubt. We just finished our 6th practice in a row, and we're starting to stack really, really good practices. The numbers have been great, and the kids' attitude has been absolutely awesome. We have a big culture shift in the building. We've got a brand new principal. She's been absolutely phenomenal. Dr. Jimenez has just been all about the kids and all about athletics while giving a sense of discipline and structure to the school building. So I think everything is just about to hit the ground running. It's a really, really good time to be a Trojan right now.
Man, that was awesome for her to come out here on a Saturday. Just took the job less than 3 weeks ago. For her to come out here on Saturday and give these guys a pep talk, bring them out here some Gatorade and all that. I mean, does that happen? I mean, that's not normal stuff, is it, Paul?
No, it doesn't happen, and that's what's going to set her apart. She is the difference, and she will be the difference with these kiddos. And she's already gotten a ton of buy-in, and she's going to get buy-in from this football team, I can promise you that.
Man, that's some awesome stuff. Kameron Harris, boy, you got to be chomping at the bit to get out there and play a little bit. Get hurt in the first game last year against Eastern Hills. Talk about your recovery a little bit, and are you 100%? And then lastly, can you tell me what it's going to feel like when you line up against Lebanon Trail next Thursday?
It was. I was hurt because, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't play with Jacoby and them. I looked up to them guys, Jalen Hughes. I wanted to play with them boys, and then I got hurt. I was crying. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying. Coach Russell was by me, though. He told me to keep my head up and, you know what I'm saying, get through the injury. I got a whole nother year to play with him, and he's a good coach, man. He kept me in here. I wanted to quit, but he kept me in here. He said, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, and Eastern Hills, I was just ready to get back on the field, man. Just ready to do what I got to do for my coaches, team, you know what I'm saying, be a good leader, keep the team up, because it's not fun to be hurt. It's not fun to be hurt.
Do you have a better appreciation of the game since you did miss the last and you're out on the sidelines watching? Do you have that appreciation now of knowing that, man, that's the game that I love, man, and I got to give it all my own?
Yes, sir. Yes, I got to get after it. I got to get after it, Coach. I got to get after it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Just you gotta watch me, man. You gotta watch me. He like it. He like it. He hate it, but he like it at the same time. He like.
Can you tell me one thing about Coach Ressa that we don't know as his buddies? Tell me one thing that Coach Ressa does that's absolutely funny for you guys as a football team.
He do a lot, man. He just keep a smile on my face. I just love being around Coach Russell, man. He like a dad to me, man. I ain't had no dad, so he, you know what I'm saying, he played a good role in that.
That's deep talk right there. That's deep talk. And I know that Paul relishes that father figure role. He tries to instill that with you guys to make good decisions on and off the field. He's just more than the football coach. And I think that that's one of the blessings that you guys, I think, when you graduate, you kind of appreciate Paul a little bit more than still when you're there because he's brimstone and Ryan all the time, on you. Paul, for this upcoming season, I know there's a lot of talk about, we're going to have that uptick coming up here. Why do you think this year is going to be any different than the last couple, buddy?
Because it starts with what you talked about right off the beginning. The kids are bought in. The kids are out here practicing. It has been hot. It has been just, unbearable hot. But it is Texas, and the kids, no excuses. They came out there. The coaches, the coaches have bought in. The coaches are getting along. The coaches are working their hearts out. And for us to alter practice, sometimes if we're needing to go full pads, but we need to give the kids a break and get a full practice in, and we just go and we just adjust. They're ready to do that. It's not a huge step back. It doesn't turn into a walkthrough. The kids are just locked in, and it's my job not to mess it up. Right, so sometimes less coaching is more coaching.
Kameron, can you tell me how to feel to get out there and hit somebody again? Since it'd been almost 350 weeks since you'd hit somebody again, was it a great feeling to get back out there and hear those pads?
Yes, sir. I've been wanting to do that for a while. He already knew. I've been trying to get in ever since. When I was hurt, I was trying to get in pads, but you know what I'm saying, Coach Russell pulled me, hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. But, yeah, I love being out there with my boys, man. I love to keep playing with them. You know what I'm saying? Corey, I look up to him, too. He like a brother to me. I got a lot of them, like fun, a lot of them.
My last question to you, Paul, it's a little bit of this Thursday. Heard there's a little trash talking amongst the Ressa house between Aiden and your boys. You got your boys coming into the Lebanon Trail on Thursday for scrimmage. Can you tell me how the Ressa household's going to be for the next 5 days?
It's an absolute mess. It's already started. Yeah, our dinners are something different. We're yelling across the table already. But Coach Jackson from Lebanon Trail did me a really huge solid by allowing us to have a scrimmage. That way I can get on the field. I can watch my sons, right? I got a bunch of them, but I can watch my biological kids get after it, Ashton and Aiden. And, we're really, really looking forward to Thursday night.
Man, Marie's going to be, is that house divided too?
Yeah, she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just going to take pictures of everything.
Well, that's awesome. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you inviting Roger and out here to be here in our alma mater. We love coming out here and doing stuff for Newman Smith, obviously. We love our love for you, and we see the appreciation that your players have for you. So, man, that's just it warms my heart every time, Paul. So I just want to say that and appreciate the start you gave FridayNightGlory.com. He's the man. Kitty Matthews, my boy Roger, Friday Night Glory, and we're out. Thanks a lot, guys.
Of course, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you.